What's up, guys? This is Jeff with WinBigPicks, and today I'll be breaking down my top 4 picks for Thursday night football between the Seahawks and Cardinals. Real quick though, before we get into it, tap that like button, hit subscribe because you don't want to miss out on all the winning plays we're dropping every day. Recapping yesterday, we end up going 2-2 on the picks from the video. The guys to hit for us, Dylan Cease, more than 4.5 hits allowed. Just like I predicted after getting shut out the day before, the Brewers came out swinging on this one. They tagged him for 6 hits in 5 innings. And then Aaron Judge, more than 8.5 fantasy score. And the Judge handed down a death sentence to the White Sox in this one because he smashed 2 home runs to crush his fantasy score. And then the guys that missed, Garrett Crochet, more than 6.5 strikeouts. It looked just too good to be true. We took it. He goes 8 innings in it. You think he would strike out 7, but no, he finished with 5. The Blue Jays, they're getting a lot of contact, although they didn't do much with it because they lost 7-1. And then Francisco Lindor, more than 6.5 fantasy score. You know, another day, another leadoff hitter going 0 for 4. He does absolutely nothing in this one, so we missed out there. But we were able to hit on a couple of slips. As you can see here, over on Betr, they got those daily discount picks, so we used the Juan Soto one, paired it up with one of our VIP picks, Sonny Gray, on the strikeouts to cash there. And then over on Chalkboard, they had their weekly 6-pack of discount picks, so we used Christian Yelich, more than half a hit run on the RBI. We paired it up with Dylan Cease. Normally, when you correlate picks, they nerf your payout, but I guess with the special discounted picks, they didn't care, so we took advantage of that. Plus money on Cease as well to 4x our money. Now, before we get to today, just reminding you guys that over on Betr, they're giving you a lot. Not only are they giving you a free $10 if you sign up with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. They'll give you a deposit match up to $200. 100% deposit match, meaning if you throw in 200, they give you another 200 on top. And then this week only, they're giving you 2 free picks. We have the Dak Prescott free pick for Sunday's game, and then tonight's game, you get the Kyler Murray free pick. All you got to do to get all of that is just sign up with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. And the value doesn't end there, because if you want to send a screenshot of your first deposit over to the email address on the screen here, we'll give you a free month of our VIP picks over on Winnable. Link to the store is down below. But every pick that we post there gets texted right to your phone the second we hit the post button. And reminding you too of the NFL and college season pass. If you're only into football, we'll get you all those picks. Every pick from tonight, right up through Super Bowl 60. Only 9 of those remaining, so get on it while supplies last. Anyways, on to tonight's picks. Just remind you guys, we're using Outlier. If you want a 7-day free trial of it, they got all the sports. It's really comprehensive. You could use our link below down in the description. First up, going Sam Darnold, more than 1.5 passing touchdowns. This is plus money everywhere. He's hit this in 2 out of 3 this year so far. And then even last year, when he was on the Vikings, he burned him for 2 touchdowns too. So, if you want to take a look at the Cardinals' pass defense here, it's pretty bad. I think only Baltimore and my Patriots are worse. 30th in passing yards allowed. So I think if they're moving the ball, it's going to be through the air, and I think Donald can get 2 touchdowns out of the deal. You know, the total is a little low at 43.5 points, but the spread is only 1.5. The Cardinals are favored throughout, so it should be close. You know, the Seahawks won't be running the ball out unless it's at the absolute end of the game, and then even if they're down, they'll be throwing. So with this at plus money, that makes it all the better. So Sam Darnold, more than 1.5 touchdown passes. We are taking it. Up next, we got Jackson Smith-Njigba, more than 84.5 receiving yards. It's at 81.5 over on Betr, and I've seen it as low as 79.5 on some apps. So get it as low as you can, as long as the payout works for you where you get it. But he's been on fire over this in all three this year. You know, with DK Metcalf gone, he's the guy over there. Just looking at the target share, it's ridiculous. 40% of the targets are going to him. And then other receivers, first the Cardinals this year, 6 out of 9 have covered their line. And then the aforementioned horrible Cardinals pass defense. 31st in receiving. I don't know how receiving yards and passing yards you get a different rank on that. They were 30th in passing yards allowed. I guess it could be for those sacks allowed on the team passing yards. But regardless, they are awful through the air, and I think Jackson has no problem getting this one again. More than 84.5. We're taking it. And pause it real quick here. Remind you guys that we're teamed up with Wanna Parlay. Over there, you sign up using our link in the description and code WINBIGPICKS. They'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $250 on your first deposit. That's one of the highest deposit matches amounts that I've seen on any app. And the best thing about Wanna Parlay is they're the only DFS app where you can combine team picks with player picks, things like spreads, team totals, money line, first to score, stuff like that. It's the only DFS app where you could do that. So if you wanted to pair, the Seahawks to win with Kyler Murray to throw an interception, you could do that on this app. So check it out with our link below today. And the same thing, send a screenshot your first deposit, and we'll give you a free month of VIP when you do that. So back to the picks. And next up, like I mentioned a couple seconds ago, we're taking Kyler Murray to throw an interception. Now, he's only thrown it in one game this year. That was at home versus Carolina. But up against Seattle here today, they got the second most interceptions in the league with 5 through 3 games. And if you want to look at what he did last year, he threw 3 picks between the 2 games last year. Another thing to note, if you want to look at Seattle's run defense, as we scroll over here, run defense, 7th best in the league. They're only allowing 3.2 yards per carry. So I think it's going to be tough for the Cardinals to move the ball on the ground, especially with James Conner. He's out for the year with that ankle injury. So I think if they're going to want to move the ball, it's going to have to be through the air. And that should lead to a pick at some point. Also, if you're looking at the inside here, he's thrown a pick in 4 of his last 5 games against top 10 defense that get interceptions. So that bodes well for us as well. So, Kyler Murray to throw just 1 interception. We are taking it. And then last up, Chad Ryland, more than 1.5 field goals made. Looks like they've juiced the line on this one, but I'd still take it. Anyway, he's over this all 3 games this year. And then looking at the last 10, 8 out of the last 10 overall. And like I mentioned before, with the total for the game being only 43.5 points, could be more chances for this Cardinals offense to stall out, and then that's where he'll come in to smash those field goals. They're in a dome, so weather ain't going to be a factor. And if you're looking at the other kickers for this year versus Seattle, 2 of the 3 have hit their line. So we think he keeps this streak going here. And tonight he'll cash us out with more than 1.5 field goals made. And just showing you guys a bet I've locked in already. Did this one over on Prizepicks. The payout was too good not to, because we got Kyler for an INT, Darnold with his plus money on those passing touchdowns, and then Chad Ryland with the field goals. I had a little 35% boost on the payout that Prizepicks was offering, so I added that. So 10x our money for only 3 guys to hit. You got to take that whenever you can. But put them together on any app, 2, 3, 4, It don't matter however you play it. Just make sure that you're line shopping around to get the best payouts. And then, speaking of getting paid out, if you want to see all the bets we've placed on most of the apps over the past year, you can check us out over on the Pickett app. You can find us there at Carpsy151. As you can see, we're up about 253 units over the past year or so. And if you like free money too, and who doesn't, you can download the Pickett app using our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. Then all you gotta do is sync up a sports book to the app, and they'll give you a free $3 right to your Venmo or PayPal. And there's a chance that $3 could be 100. So really, there is nothing to lose. It is a free app. You don't gotta pay anything to sign up. Nothing like that. You just download it with our link below, and you get free money. So check us out over there. And that will do it for us today. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be putting out some VIP picks later today for this game and MLB as well. And I'm already looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow we got baseball, WNBA playoffs, and some college football as well. So let's green out tonight, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Later.